to that as well, Andy. Cunningham had an absolute tear with Ryan Aston over the full duration of the 10 rounds. You know, that was a roar, an absolute roar. Now, we know that he can go at a hard pace and a hard fight against a quality fighter. We don't know about Ogogo. Making him miss nicely there.
Ogogo just overbalancing as he looked for that left hand. Final 30 seconds of round 4. An expectant crowd at the Barclay Card Arena. Ringside as well, a man who's been stalking Anthony Ogogo in person and on Twitter. Spike O'Sullivan, always to our left-hand side, looking like he's stepped out of the gangs of New York, as he usually does. Right hand there from Ogogo.
Yeah, I think he's having the best of the action here in this round. Close round again, but I think he's won this round for me. But still a lot of forcing behind his work. It's not really flowing as we'd like to see.
Domino's new Italiano range. Fresh dough, hand-stretched to a thin crust with toppings such as venturcino, salami and rocket.
Irish fighter Spike O'Sullivan. I always think he looks like Daniel Day-Lewis's character from that Martin Scorsese film. He certainly tailors himself well, he looks the part, and I saw him tweeting a picture of his plane ticket this morning from Cork to Birmingham. Again, trying to call out Anthony Ogogo, but it may well not be Anthony Ogogo that comes out on the right side of this, and that's a crunching left hand that comes in from Cunningham again, and this has turned into a bit of a firefight at the start of the 5th round.
Yeah, lovely straight backhand right down the middle there from Craig Cunningham, definitely registered with Ogogo again. But Ogogo fighting back well here.
Right hand came through, but Cunningham kept his wits about him, just slipped away to his right, got himself out of trouble, looking like he might get caught in that neutral corner.
Tell you what, Andy, Spike's been chasing Ogogo. Wait till you see him after this one. He'll really fancy his chances now.
Yeah, one thing about Spike O'Sullivan, he can really punch, and he's got a good chin too, so he's going to give anyone a tough night.
Yeah. I think the worrying thing is for Ogogo is like I was saying before the fight, Cunningham, he's only had 3 stoppages. He's not known as a banger. He isn't a banger.
No, and like you say, I know Ogogo was stopped or not down in the amateurs by Joe Selkirk, Joe Punch, but even so, you know, he's obviously been hurt before.
Just slightly off balance there again, Ogogo, as he looks for that right hand and it just sails over the shoulder of Cunningham. The British title mix is interesting at the moment. I mentioned that eliminator that Ogogo's due to have against Elliot Matthews. Chris Eubank Jr. has departed the scene. Tommy Langford defending against Sam Sheedy. So there are possibilities there. If Cunningham can do this, then he is right in that mix. Ogogo just bundling Cunningham back towards the red corner.
See, he's doing it again. He's doing a lot of work, expending a lot of energy, but how much is landing? There's not much quality landing here at all.
Yeah, for what he's put into the fight so far, you'd like to think that he'd made a dent in Craig Cunningham, but if anything, I think Craig Cunningham's confidence has grown as the fight's gone on.
Two just wrestling on the ropes. Cunningham looking to flick up that jab from the southpaw stance, just sending it up from the waist.
I think Cunningham's got to pick up his work a little bit more, because yes, he's making Ogogo look bad and he's making him miss, making him fall short and stuff, but he's not actually doing that much enough to kind of go out there and win the round.
No, we need to have more scoring punches. Like you say, he's posturing well, he's looking the part, and he's a bit of a swagger to his work, but he's not landing enough scoring punches. Ogogo's winning the round.
Well, halfway through this on the main event, not too far away. Let's go backstage. Andy Scott has caught up with Sam Eggington.
Sam, after a lot of raw emotion at the weigh-in yesterday with Frankie not making weight, how important is it for you to channel that into the fight into the right direction as well?
It's important, obviously I don't want to go in there gung-ho. you know, excited and, you know, with anger and try and blast him out of there. I need to do what I've been told to do. So that's what I'll do. You know, I've got a bit of, you know, I want to do a job on him for them reasons as well, but I've got to put it in the right way.
And what's your final prediction?
First 6 rounds loaded up the line, and he's never been past. This is the longest he's ever been in his career. So, you know, this is certainly, as we say, I don't want to keep repeating it, but this is certainly going to turn out to be a butt check if he comes through it.
Well, he's had problems with that southpaw front foot, Ogogo, all the way through. Caught by right hand there from Cunningham, Ogogo, and Cunningham again just looks to try and tee up and then goes to the body and then up to the head, and that was good work.
I don't know if it's a balance factor, which can happen with a southpaw holder, but at times Ogogo's balance looks all over the place, and it almost gives the impression that he's getting hurt by punches, which I'm not sure if he is, but he just looks a little bit all over the place.
I understand what you're saying, but I actually do think he's hurt. I do think his legs are still a little bit wooden. You know, when you get hit with a shot and it takes a few rounds to get over it, if you don't get hit again, but if you continuously taking those big shots, your legs are never recovering.
Ogogo up until this point hasn't made any kind of dent in Craig Cunningham, really. That's good defensive work from Cunningham over in the neutral corner. A couple of punches sounded good there, but they were taken on the gloves by Cunningham.
Tired look on the face of Ogogo, mouth open, breathing heavy. You know, he really needs to kind of get a hold of this contest and really stamp his authority and really get back in the driving seat in a minute. I'd rather be Craig Cunningham here.
Yeah. That was a better looking right hand from Ogogo. Just before that, he really stepped into the couple of jabs and
he's forcing it every attack. Every time he throws a shot, he's forcing it. That's going to burn so much energy. And the fact that you haven't got your balance on your legs, if your legs aren't turning strong, it's going to be even worse for you as well. Cunningham's got to work more though. He has got to be counters. He's got to be doing something. That's a good shot.
Good stiff backhand, and the 1-2 gets through once again. The first time it rocked it back onto his heels there, Ogogo. It's good, efficient punching. They're not travelling all that far from Cunningham, and it's the polar opposite, really, of what you're talking about with Ogogo. It's economy of effort, really, from Cunningham, if that's possible in a boxing ring, as opposed to Ogogo.
Yeah, and he's landing the scoring punches in this round. So far, he's landed the cleaner punches. Ogogo's looking for the right hand to the body. He's looking for the straight right hand down the middle to the head as well. Working well, trying to force it a little bit, but Cunningham then steps off and effortlessly throws a double jab backhand right down the middle that lands certainly more cleanly than Ogogo's work.
Ogogo just doesn't look right for me.
That's a good right hand from Ogogo though. Best punch of the round so far from him.
Ogogo just looking over at the referee and John Lewis there as we head towards the end of another round. Right, let's go backstage once again. Andy Scott this time is with Frankie Gavin.
Frankie, it was well documented about you not making weight yesterday for one reason or another. How important is it for you to put that out of your mind and focus on the job in hand?
Hey, listen, it hasn't really bothered me, to be fair. I would have made the weight. Obviously, they've got a bit strict over the tragedy a few weeks back, but it's only £6. I would have done it comfortably. So, listen, there's no belt on the line for me, but like I said, the fight's about bragging rights. That's what the show's called. That's all it's about, really. It's a big fight for me. Big fight for Sam. It's a big fight for Birmingham. Look how many people have turned up tonight. It shows you how buzzing Birmingham boxing is again.
You predicted a knockout in the build-up. You sticking by that?
Yeah, listen, I don't care if I win by a point or a knockout. If you want to know my honest prediction, I think I'm going to knock him out, yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
I don't know, should he show a bit more remorse there, possibly, Frankie Gavin, that he hasn't made the weight?
I don't think so now. You know, the fight's on. What's the point is, well, what's done's done. He just needs to focus on winning this fight now.
And so do both of these two, Cunningham and Ogogo, quickly to the centre of the ring into round 8. Cunningham, remember, scoring that knockdown in round 2. He heard Ogogo, then clipped him around the side of the head, which sent Ogogo down, so that was a 10-8. And again, Ogogo looking to step in, stamp in almost with that front foot to try and land the jab. And once more, that southpaw backhand just snakes through straight short and finds the target.
Usually what you find, a lot of Team GB boxers, because they've come up across a lot of southpaws, the Kazakhs and what have you, they're used to that southpaw stance, and they tend to handle it quite comfortably. Ogogo's looking like the guy that's never fought a southpaw.
No, he's struggling with it. I mean, he's looking for the right thing in terms of looking to bang the right hand down the middle, but he just looks out of distance a lot. It looks like he's forcing it all the time. It's not flowing. I'll tell you what, though, it's a much better fight than I thought it would be.
It's a cracking fight. Cracking fight.
Well, we had a really good contest first up between Sean Davis and Paul Economides. Kalyafai with what was a routine win, really. We know that he's up for world honours next, and then this, which has been really interesting. Again, that left hand gets through, the front foot splayed wide there from Ogogo.
All Sean Cunningham here in this round again. Landed several times there with the backhand straight down the middle.
Bit of tape, I think, is loose from the glove. Is that why he's called the timeout here in John Lewis? How they just need to be trimmed off, and both of these two get a break, and you would say rather that Ogogo probably needs it a bit more than Cunningham. Cunningham looking towards his corner.
The looks can be deceiving, but Anthony Ogogo looks like he's breathing heavy, his mouth's open, he looks tired. Craig Cunningham looks relaxed, he looks confident, and he can't wait for action to resume.
It's been waved off, and I was just wondering if something was going on in the corner there, because that was taking a very, very long time. Tony Sims was having a conversation with Ian John Lewis, and I was just beginning to get the sense that there was something brewing, and the trainer, in conversation with the referee, in conversation with the fighter, presumably has pulled his man out. Now, we haven't seen any kind of injury, whether it be shoulder, wrist, hand, elbow. We saw a strange one with Jürgen Bremer against Nathan Cleverly a few weeks ago, but if he's pulled his man out there, Anthony Ogogo, because simply he has had enough, then really, wow. And that is a massive win for Craig Cunningham.
Great performance by Craig Cunningham. Hats off to him. He's coming here. You know, the script is that Anthony Ogogo is going to warm up with the southpaw before he has his eliminator. You know, and he hasn't read the script. He's had his own script. He's come out here. He's believed in himself. He started well. He hurt Ogogo early doors, and he's just grown and grown in confidence as the fight has gone on. And it's an absolutely brilliant performance by him. Anthony Ogogo. We'd like to see what they say here. Is it a hand injury? Was his heart broken? You know, did the trainer did he want to quit? We don't know.
He was getting hurt every time.
Let's just have a listen into the doctor.
You know, was he seeing double vision?
Come back from this, right? You couldn't see that round before, did you? I thought that's what I kept saying to you. What's the matter here? You could see the eye ain't right either. I'm wondering whether you got a protect it or
I don't think he recovered from the first round. You know, we're trying to read between the lines. We're guessing a little bit, but it seemed to me like he didn't really recover from that first knockdown. Was he? Tony Sims was asking him, you know, you didn't look right. Was he seeing double vision from the knockdown? I don't know.
Well, it was a problem with the eye. That's the sense we got from the conversation they had in there. In the corner as well, saying to him, you can come back from this. But his world, Anthony Ogogo, having come back that long, lonely road from injury, his world has fallen to pieces, and Craig Cunningham, well, his world has just exploded. Now let's go to our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 27 seconds of round 8 was recorded by our timekeeper, Martin Fallon. Ogogo's corner have retired their boxer, and therefore your winner and new WBC International Middleweight Champion from the fighting city of Birmingham, England, Craig Cunningham. Supervised advisor Charlie Giles will now present the coveted WBC International belt.
Well, Spencer, how big a shock was that for you?
Yeah, it was a big shock for me. I was expecting more from Anthony Ogogo, if I'm totally honest, Ed. He never got going from the first bell. He was out of distance in the first round, falling short with the straight 1-2s. Then he got floored in the second round, and he was really just trying to force it. And it was just simple 1-2s. I was very